Again, there have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variants, and the 5 variants, of course, there's the XZ Plus and the XZ Plus with the dual toned roof. The pricing for that started off at 5,85,000 for the petrol variant, that's the XE variant, and it goes all the way up to 8,59,000 for the top of the line, the ZX Plus with the dual tone roof. As for the diesel started at 685, went all the way up to 9.44 lakhs for the top end variant. So Nexon, as you can see, lots of styling cues over there, very busy design. I'm not a big huge fan of what this looks like, but I must give it to Tata Motors. This is definitely a very attractive car. As you can see, lots of people getting a lot of attention. I'm assuming that's someone from the company itself, but he definitely likes the car and the way it's turned out. Lots of design elements over there. You can see the LED strips, not very clear here, but that's the LED strip running out there from a distance. I've got a bit of glare happening on my screen, but let's see if I can just clear that up. But this looks very similar to what I've seen on Range Rovers, and of course you can see some of the design cues definitely inspired by its sister concern and their products. Again, the blacked out mirror finish grille over there with the Tata Motors logo right there on the grille. Goodyear's supplying the tires for the Nexon, and if you look at it, there they are, and these are 215/60 16 section tires. Goodyear excellence, and well, they are great for, of course, fuel efficiency. That's one of the principal reasons. There you go, give you a better look. I'll try and get you a more 3/4 way. You can see the entire car in perspective. There you go, that's what it looks like. Kitna deti hai Yatendra says. Yatendra, Tata Motors, I just got the figures from them. These are official Tata Motors, or rather ARAI figures. And 17 kilometers per litre for the petrol and 21.5 for the diesel. Keep in mind the diesel is the 1.5 Revotorque and the petrol 1.2 Revotron. You've got again 110 PS max power is what both those engines make, but torque differs. 170 for the diesel, for the petrol, sorry, and 260 for the diesel. That's the torque figures. Very good pricing. Yeah, I think it's very good pricing, but that's also very introductory at this point in time. Pricing will change, I think, in a few weeks for that matter. Pricing will be corrected. There won't be any announcements around that. You'll have to go to your local dealerships and well, find out what the new pricing is. Again, like I said, lots of busy elements on this car, lots of layering. If you look at that, there's the grey, that's a two-tone roof, and that's the grey element there. There's a black strip, there's white patches, and the blue at the bottom. There's another aspect that I don't like, and that's the rear bumper, rear section, and this element is going to collect a lot of dust and grime, and that could be a bit of an issue. Again, I don't like the tail lamp elements over here. They don't sit flush. You see, they actually protrude out, don't sit flush, and that again is another dust magnet. Nonetheless, all of those accents, all of those lines and those swoops and those protrusions, those edges, gives it a very, how would I say it? It definitely gets attention. It grabs attention. There's no doubt about that aspect. This is a car that will grab a lot of attention anywhere it goes. I'm gonna try and get inside the car. And there you go, that's the door pad, and these are the interiors. Again, I think some amount of design revisions could have been done on the steering wheel. There you go, there's that floating touchscreen element. Harman's responsible for that. Lots of connectivity options both for Android Auto and iOS. The entire instrument cluster. I think I've got some grime on my lens. Let me see if I can just clean that up. Sorry guys. Oops. It's the glare being thrown up. I'm going to try and cut that out. There you go. Alright, so there you see all the features, the climate control system. Both the manual and both the petrol and the diesel will have, of course, the 6-speed manual transmission. Tata Motors has said that they will offer automatic and AMT at some point in the future. Not right now. Now there's the drive modes, the City, Eco and Sport mode. We've seen something similar before on the Tiago and the Tigor as well. Again, there is no 4x4 version on this vehicle. It's got it's got class-leading ground clearance. I must say that you've got 209 mm of ground clearance, which is impressive, which is very, very impressive for the segment. But again, despite that, there is no 4x4. I'm not sure what. Yeah, that's a bit rough around the edges over there. Look at it, a little rough around the edges over there. But all forgivable. I think overall the quality of the interiors is quite impressive. Again, lots of layering in here. There's the textured upper surface, this mirror finish, this grey mirror finish, very, very clear crystal. Good looking center panel, and then of course the plastics at the bottom as well. Same thing on the center console as well. You can see single unit out here. Very, very nice mirror finish on all of these surfaces. And there's the under the armrest storage area right there. Cup holders, all of that. Very nicely done, very, very neat touches. Now, I'm going to get into the back seat and let's see what the space is like out there. Lots of design elements over here as well, as you can see. Mr. Pab Bose, who heads the design division at Tata Motors, fairly generous with all of his design inputs. You can see that texturing on the surface right there. It's interesting, no doubt, breaks the monotony of a rear cabin, the rear end of the cabin. And there's the, well, that's the climate control, the vent control, lower speed control for the rear passengers. And I think this is a very essential feature, and Tata Motors has done well providing something of this sort. Most consumers, most passengers will definitely appreciate the fact that you've got well, air vents for the rear. Seats are sculpted but a little soft, not a lot of lumbar support, but I think larger people definitely find this comfortable. Again, lots of knee room, I must say very, very good on the knee room, lots of headroom as well. But is this going to be a proper 5-seater? I think so. 5 people will definitely find enough space, room inside this cabin over here, especially 3 on this rear bench. I think they'll be pretty happy. I'm going to take you to the boot area and show you the boot as well. And there you go. Fairly large. Sorry, just too much of glare right now. But yeah, there you go. That's the boot area. Again, collapsible seats, 60-40 split, and fairly generous amounts of space. Gonna try and right there is where the spare wheel fits in. And this is honestly something that a lot of German manufacturers need to learn from the Indian manufacturers. Practicality does not stop just by offering a large boot. You need to figure out space to put in a full-size spare, and Tata Motors, Maruti and all the Indian domestic manufacturers, they can figure this out. I don't see why the Germans can't. So there you go. Tell you what the boot space is. You've got let me come back to the weights of the car. Very interesting. The diesel weighs 1305 kgs curb weight, whereas the petrol, that's 1237 kilos. The boot space, I'm going to come to you in just a second. I have the figures right here with me, and I do have the figures somewhere with me. I'm going to come back to you on that. In all, you get about 600 liters of boot space, 350 liters of boot space, and that expands to 690 liters if you fold down the seats. So quite generous in that sense. Quite generous. Now, Here's one of the design elements that I did not like. Sorry. I thought Tata Motors could have concealed this button, which is the boot unlock switch. This could have easily been placed on the underside, concealed away from you. Let's assume that's just Kala Til on the rear, and there's where the rear view camera, the parking camera goes. And lots of design elements you see on the rear bumper as well. Suresh K. R. Sharma, it's not fuel efficient. Yeah, there are other SUVs that are more fuel efficient, or at least claim more better fuel efficiency. Once we drive this vehicle, test it for ourselves, get all that data with us, I think we'll have a better idea of what it's capable, or rather what it delivers. No, I think overall fairly handsome SUV. And again, fairly promising, having seen the kind of pricing that it has to offer. So there you go. This was the Tata Nexon, and we're seeing it in the showrooms from today onwards. It's been launched pan-India, so definitely go out and well, examine it for sure. Whether you buy it or not, that's entirely your decision. Brijesh Desai says, sir, please tell me which is better. Brijesh, which is better between Brezza or Nexon? A little early to say it, but we will have that comparison ready for you by end of day today or early tomorrow morning. So definitely keep a watch on our website on overdrive.in. There will be all of that information, full comparison between these two SUVs, and we'll see which one is better. We have seen all this in all the videos. Want to know your own experience about Nexon versus Brezza? Brijesh, like I said, wait. How's the fit and finish? Donald D'Souza asks me, but well, Donald, the fit and finish is quite impressive. I think finished very, very well in most places. There are still a few places there the finish isn't all that impressive, but it can be improved. But overall, I think Tata Motors has done a fantastic job over here. When Maruti done 15-year-old 1.3, even Tata now got new diesel engines. Kapil, I don't think that's the case. That's not going to be the case. 15-year-old, I don't think it's 15 years old as yet, but nonetheless. Diesel Tata Indica, Wally. Any other questions that you guys have and that you would like me to answer, please ask. I'm right here for a few more minutes. Interiors, please. Well, guys, I just showed you the interiors, but let me show it to you once again for those of you who missed it. There you go. Saurabh, I do hope you've got a good look at the interiors. I'm going to shut that. There's the center console. The interesting part is I did see a version of this car at the Geneva Motor Show, and on that vehicle, this pod had the 4x4 modes on it. That was derived from Range Rover's all-terrain response system. But well, out here now, this is again drive modes, but more to do with the ECU engine mapping, where you get the Eco Sport. Yeah, sure, why not? Can you? I'll just get you the infotainment system switched on, guys, and show you what that does and all the features that it has. So average in diesel engine. Diesel does about 21.5 kilometers per liter. The petrol was 17 kilometers per liter. These are AREI tested figures. Alright, there's the infotainment system. Quite interesting. Again, like I said, Harman's designed this entire unit. They've been working with Tata Motors very closely on all of the infotainment systems since we've been several years now. And we've seen their systems on the Tiago, on the Tigor, on the Hexa, and of course now on the Nexon as well. And there you see, fairly smooth system, lots of features, voice commands, and this will essentially tell you the Brijesh has driven the Nexon already and says that it's punchier, feels better than the Brezza. Well, I don't doubt that. Brijesh, having seen the power top figures on paper, this definitely is a more definitely a more powerful engine than what Maruti offers in the Brezza. There you go. Very nifty. Touchscreens are the rage right now, and though I'm not a big fan of touchscreens myself, I do think this will do the job. Do you think 4x4 is viable in a country like India where most of the drive takes place on highways? Well, definitely 4x4 is viable in a country like India. We've still got a lot of places where you can take your vehicle off-road, Kapil, and well, I don't think Tata Motors necessarily needs to, be told that, because the Hexa is already there for those who want to take it 4x4. But that's again a crossover-ish 4x4, not a full 4x4. Can do a lot of stuff, very competent. But I think there is space for a small compact 4x4 in the market yet. Don't forget the Gypsy, a cult car in the Indian market, in the Indian automotive history for that matter, did extremely well. And so far, even the army for that matter has got no replacement, and Tata Motors could have stepped up. That would have been a fairly large order, having something like a Tata Motors Nexon running, ferrying around our armed forces. Lots of button, that's the favorites button. I think I do like something like this, which is a one-touch button to allows you to connect your device, your smartphone, to the infotainment system. There you go, that's what the interior looks like. I'm gonna step out of the car and let some others take a look at it. There you go, one last look at the car, and I'm off for lunch, guys, so see you all.